Right, hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Francisco Rebello, and as you can see, I'm a designer and a creative, and I design for an app used by over 6 million people every day, for one of the biggest banks in the country, NatWest, for one of the biggest agency groups in the world, publicis.sapient. And prior to this, I've seen it all. I've been a one-man designer in a small local business. I've been in a global ad agency, a small product studio. I've been a trainee, been an intern, and I've even worked for Disney. And I've prepared for you the Cisco 3-step guide to standing out without losing your mind. And I've prepared this as advice to my younger self. So if you're in the audience, younger Francisco, I hope you're listening. So I've broken this down into 3 stages. I'm going to tell you about my background, my personal work, what I do in my day job, and finally my survival guide to being a designer. So step 1, know yourself. Alright, when I began as a designer, I'd never heard of Shoreditch, and you might be thinking, I had to do the most to fit in. But years later, I know to be true, if you want to stand out, all you've got to do is be yourself, and that begins with knowing yourself. So, who am I? I was born in a place called Goa in 1988. Goa is a place in India that's an ex-Portuguese colony, so I grew up with a mix of Indian and Western cultures. Further to that, both my parents, one grandparent and a whole bunch of cousins were born in East Africa. So I have Swahili culture inside me too. Hakuna Matata. And to add to the mix, I grew up in Wembley. Wembley is one of the most Indian places in London. And what it meant was I grew up with kids from all 4 corners of the world. And all of this blended in a pot and made what is known as the Cisco style. All the colours, all the patterns. And ever since I can remember, I've always experimented with materials, with Photoshop, with artwork from my brother's music, and more recently, hand-painted slogans. And when I moved from Wembley into the designer land of East London, I stuck these bits and pieces from my sketchbook onto my wall to inspire me during the day. And last year, I took the bits and pieces off my wall, scanned them, refined them, and made them into prints. And t-shirts, which are sold online under the name Tropicool. Tropicool being the name of my dad's first refrigeration and air conditioning company. And in July this year, I got the chance to do my very first exhibition in a cafe in East London, and I was really pleased with all the people that came and bought the print. And my lesson to you guys is, if you don't have your dream job, don't let that stop you from doing your dream work. To do that exhibition didn't cost anything. I just asked to do this talk. I just asked to do my online business. Didn't require a big upfront cost. I paid £10 a month to Big Cartel and found a way to let the t-shirts pay for themselves. So, know yourself. Find what makes you unique. Who are you as a creative person? Make things that you can share online. And yeah, put stuff on Instagram, host events, and bring your whole personality to your job interview. Now, step 2 is know when. So, we're not artists, we are designers. And 100% of the book time that pays my wages isn't on Tropicool, it's on the NatWest mobile banking app. And to be honest, I love it. It's not the colourful illustrative Francisco, but it is the Francisco that studied industrial design at uni, that reads books about transport for London, and loves making things that people actually use. Not many designers get the immediate feedback of a user from the App Store comments, or from their cousin Ricky at a family party. And when I started this project, I was well out of my comfort zone. I had to learn all these systems and processes. And some people might try to say that this is not a creative project, but let me tell you that actually I find great creativity within the limitations, and And I love like working with the clients, the developers, to solve the problems. And this human interaction is way more creative than sitting behind a computer all week. So outside of my project, but within my agency, I get involved with as many projects as I can, extra work. And this is a school workshop we did. They came up with a name, the designs, and what it meant was I got to break free of all the rules and have a portfolio project with my company's name, but also literally like my hand marks and handwriting. And you don't have to wait for these big events to break out the box. When you're an intern, you're often asked to do Christmas party posters and stuff like that. You might just be expected to do something really quick. But if you're like me, you might want to take that work home in the evening, take some extra time drawing it manually or buying some paints. And it's these moments that are going to help you stand out from the crowd. And one thing I've learned more recently is that you don't need to design a thing to stand out from the crowd. So if you're on a project where you're siloed in your agency, no one has visibility of your work, or you're not yet in a design job, share your inspirations, like not just stuff you've designed. If you're a digital designer but you love architecture or you love fashion, share this with your agency, with the company, with your world. People will love it. You can use a work email, you can use breakfast presentations, or just use Instagram. And the portfolio, this is that tool that you're going to use to get a job. And how I manage both parts of me is I have a separate section for work and play, where in work I show my case studies. There's a beginning, middle and end. This is a process that I'm going to talk through with a designer with. And on the flip side, I don't hold back in putting all my illustrations and colourful fun stuff. It's this side that's going to show my personality and help me stand out. So, know when, yeah? You might think you don't have the most creative job, but learn the processes, the structures that you're learning are valuable to bring to a job interview. And bring way more than this when you come for the job interview. Bring your whole personality. I showed this talk to my old head of design at the agency I interned at, and she said to me, like, when I was interviewed, they interviewed 20 people with more experience, but they went with me because of my passion and enthusiasm. So I just wanted to share that from the employer's mouth, that you're going to need to bring more than just your portfolio and your functional skills to get this job. And now the final bit. Yeah. The bit that no one ever told me that you needed to be a designer. And it's to respect yourself. So you've all heard, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. But Adam JK, New York designer, added to this, work super fucking hard all the time with no separation or any boundaries, and also take everything extremely personally. So you guys trying to find your first job know this to be true. I know this to be true. Your favourite creative director and entrepreneur knows this to be true. And when I first started my job at my current company, I joined this huge building with plush ceilings and big floors of designers. And after a strong start, I slowly began to struggle, fall off my projects, and I found myself in the corner of the studio, isolated, with my confidence at rock bottom. And my friends and family will tell you that this was the hardest time for me being a designer. I was imprisoned in my own self-doubt and anxieties. I questioned whether I was meant to be a designer, and I compared myself to every other designer. I did not want to stand out at this point. I actually just wanted to give up and go back to Wembley. But luckily, I booked myself a trip to Lisbon at the right time. And my top tip for you isn't to book yourself a holiday, but it really did help to step away. Step away from the building, step away from designers, step away from Shoreditch, and step away from the computer. And when I arrived in Lisbon, I was overwhelmed with all the colours, the patterns, the architecture. It reminded me of why I wanted to be creative in the first place. And yeah, you don't need to go on holidays. Sometimes it helps to just leave the office and go for a walk in the park, try on a hat in a charity shop, talk to your non-design pals in the office, and a fresh perspective will really help. So, so when I was in Lisbon, I cleared my head to complete this side project I was working on. Prior to Lisbon, I had a definite case of imposter syndrome. I thought, what did the other designers think of Cisco? Is he all style and no substance? So I wanted to do this project to show my process and prove a point to myself and the other designers in the studio. And I wanted to do it my way. I didn't want it to be digital. I wanted it to be completely analog. I showed my raw sketchbook scans. I showed my inspiration from real life. And I showed my lateral exploration. And the end result was an original, beautiful, brand presentation, a colourful set of posters that stood out in the Sapient corridors. So what I learned here was, if you don't have your dream project yet, make your own. Find someone that needs a logo or a website, make them your client, talk them through a process, record the process, so take photos of your sketchbooks, your mood boards, and bring that project to your job interview. And so when I was looking at the tiles and patterns in Lisbon, I said to myself, Francisco, you got to stay inspired. And I was renewed when I came back in my old but good habit of Pinterest. So I don't use Pinterest as a tool just to search for stuff. I actually use it to catalogue things that I see in real life or on the internet. And I have my own curated folders of colours and logos and stuff that I like. So if someone gives me a project, I go to my own stash first. So this is how you can create your own style by having things that you like first. So, respect yourself. It's very important. Standing out from the crowd begins with you taking your first step away from your family and your home friends into this world of design where the rules of the normal world don't make sense. So, here's how you're going to survive, because you're going to feel isolated. So, here's my top tips. Do not put the design world on a pedestal. It's easy to think these creative directors and companies are design gods, but they're not. Their criticisms of you are just on the project. Don't let that sink into your self-esteem. Don't isolate yourself. Go meet your friends. Go speak to designers inside the company and outside the company. You'll find out what you're going through is not just you. And go to meetups. And my top tip for going to meetups is speak to the people next to you. By me being chatty at a meetup is how I got the chance to do this talk. Find yourself a mentor. So there's two types of mentors. There's the mentor that you're going to sit next to and you're going to learn the trade of graphic design, grids, typography. And the second type of mentor was something that really helped me. And this is like a career mentor. You can find this in your company, someone in your family or someone in your community, someone who's a bit further in their career than you. And the trick here is to find someone that you can be open with your weaknesses about. And I found my mentor Sam. We did a speed dating mentorship thing in my building, and basically I asked everyone, tell me a time that you struggled. And Sam was the person who told me times when he was open about struggling to get his first job and even stuff outside of work, which really helped me to get me through that year. And create boundaries. Eat well, sleep well, say no at work, say no to friends. If you have a disruptive WhatsApp group, leave that. And inspire yourself. Before Lisbon, all these designers were showing me all these flash, slick websites, and they only made me feel worse. When I went to Lisbon, I was reminded that colours and patterns that sing to me, so I make sure to feed myself with that. And when nearly done, if you have a camera phone, now's the time to take it out, because I prepared a couple of slides summarising my points. I've also got a takeaway sheet for you guys too. And before I leave you with a picture of my dad giving baby Francisco a bath. He'd go up in a tub with a goat. But baby Francisco has a message for you guys. Yeah? He says, know yourself. It's very important. And stop comparing yourself to others. This is your journey. Know when. Yeah? Know when you have to follow the rules and when you're going to have to break them. And respect yourself. This is not going to be easy, so look after yourself. And finally, if you take away one thing from this talk, what you need to do to stand up from the crowd, to fit in with what's going on, without losing your mind, is be yourself. That's the only way that we're going to do this and fill this world with colourful graphic design studios with amazing people. Yours truly, Francisco. So yeah, here you can, I put my takeaway pack on my website. You can have a look at, follow me on these things, follow my picture, and you can message me. And one last thing, I've got a task for you guys. I've put on these takeaway sheets for you all good information about my books, Instagrams to follow, like things that everything I put there is what I really believe in. And I've also included a little postcard of my illustrations. And my task to you is, if you want to swap with someone or you've seen another one that you like, use it as a good excuse to introduce yourself. I've invited loads of different people here today from different companies I've worked at, designers and non-designers, so use this as a great chance to meet someone. Thank you.